That's twice the speed limit in a
European settlement here in Australia. An iconic place
opened its very first psychiatric hospital for the first time. An 18-year-old driver has been caught driving at 200 kilometers an hour. That's twice the speed limit in a police blitz that detected young drivers who are breaching the conditions of their provisional licenses and breaking the law. Although his license was issued in the ACT, where P-platers are only required to drive according to the posted speed limits, John Elias is facing fines up to $2,435 and his license was suspended immediately. But this type of reckless driving seems to be an everyday occurrence amongst P-platers. According to statistics, P-plate holders die at twice the rate of all drivers combined, despite only making up 10% of the overall cohort. Because young drivers are seen to take more risks when other young people are in the car, now P1 drivers in New South Wales are no longer permitted to drive with more than one person under the age of 21 between 11 p.m. and 5 a.m. Simran Gill reporting.
The Rocks, the traditional land of the Gadigal people and the first place of European settlement here in Australia. An iconic place to visit with plenty of secrets to share. And the best thing is, you don't have to go far to find them. This historical landmark has so many spine-chilling stories to tell, which are hidden deep within these handmade sandstone bricks. The very rock face, which gave the area its name. But it's not just the historical value that will draw you here. Locals and tourists mingle at the open-air markets, purchasing a smorgasbord of cosmopolitan street food and handmade fashions. Better yet, this area is home to some of Sydney's oldest pubs. Time to explore.
In 1838, Sydney opened its very first psychiatric hospital for the first time. The asylum, which was located on the banks of the Parramatta River, was initially created in hopes of helping and rehabilitating mentally ill patients. But very soon after, Gladesville Mental Hospital, also known as Tarban Creek Lunatic Asylum, soon became something far more sinister. Initially built to house up to 60 patients, by 1844 almost more than 150 patients were housed in this institution. There were many reports of patients being brutally abused and restrained for hours upon end within this facility. Hundreds of patients died due to this horrible abuse. Unfortunately, due to the stigma around mental health at the time, many of the relatives of those that were incarcerated within this facility did not come to collect their deceased relative. Almost 1,200 patients were buried in mass graves under the abandoned mental health facility right behind me. It is now considered to be one of the most haunted places in New South Wales to date.